all you have to do...
Hello and welcome to the latest CraftySniper's Reviews Airsoft video. On today's video I'm going to be reviewing one heck of a rare AEG. Now we all know, us Airsofters I should say, know that the standard weapons we see on the Airsoft battlefield are usually the M4s, the M16s, the AKs, G36s, things of that nature. And they're brilliant in their own way, but this gun I have here now is very, very rare. Me personally, I've been doing Airsoft nearly 5 years now, and I know of this gun, I've heard of this gun. I have never actually managed to see one of them, not in the flesh, and I certainly have never been able to get my hands on one. That is, obviously, until today, when I finally get to review one of these. Now, you're probably wondering what this is. I'm just going to jump straight into it, because I'm uber excited, I really am. This, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is the Tokyo Marui Type 89 Assault Rifle. This thing is rare. Now, like I say, before I get into this video, before I start showing you the rifle off, I just want to say a big thank you to Ian Lawrence for lending me this beloved AEG of his. It's a massive thank you from me, because I know how much the Type 89 means to him, and I'm just stoked that he's actually lent me this this AEG, because, like I say, this is an uber rare gun, and I'm just saying big thank you very much for lending me this. So let's got all that out of the way. Let's show you what's in the box. I'll be very careful with this. Now, first of all, I'm going to start with what's in the lid, because in the lid we find this. This is the manual. Try not to knock the microphone here, but this is the manual. Now, the manual is in a plaggy bag, and it is stuck into the top of the lid. I'm not going to take this apart because, like I say, this is not my gun. One of the great things about Tokyo Marui products is the fact they put these polystyrene blocks that are moulded to the shape of the weapon. So basically, whenever you put your weapon in the box, you know that this is not going to budge, because the polystyrene blocks will actually hold it in place. A brilliant system, and I really do wish that other airsoft companies would do the same. Just get rid of that one. I'm just going to show you this, because this shows the quality of these weapons that you get from Tokyo Marui. This is what you get. It's almost like a presentation, because you have the assault rifle, you have your magazine, you have your ammunition, and you have this rather fetching camouflage DPM cloth. And it just kind of makes it a prestigious moment when you open up a Tokyo Marui product, and especially one as rare as the Type 89. So, what we get in the box: magazine. We get some Tokyo Marui 0.2 gram BBs. These, normally, I would say never use the BBs that come with the gun. Tokyo Marui BBs are brilliant, absolutely awesome quality. So yeah, if you want to use these, go right ahead, they're absolutely awesome. And obviously, be very careful with this, the Type 89 itself. So let's just get rid of that, don't need the box anymore. Now, I do believe we get an unjamming rod. I can just see it poking out the bottom there, so we all know what an unjamming rod looks like. But it's very nice that we get one of those as well in the box. It's actually underneath the cloth. So, a little bit of information about the real steel Type 89. The Type 89 was an assault rifle used by the Japanese Self-Defense Force. It has been in service from 1989 and is still in service to this day. It is made by, and I'm going to butcher this word, Howa, here, no idea, but it's HOWA. That's the manufacturer who actually make the Type 89. The Type 89, the real steel version, I should say, takes the 5.56x45 NATO rounds, which means this will take M4 mags. So it makes it, obviously the Japanese train with the Americans and all that kind of stuff, so it kind of makes the ammunition very easy to come by, which I think is a great idea. The rounds per minute for the real steel version is 750 rounds per minute. Don't know if that's good in assault rifle terms. I think it's actually quite good. I think the M4 is a little bit less. I could be wrong, but I think it's around a little bit less. The velocity of the bullet, I was going to say BB then, is 920 meters per second. Again, no idea if that's good with assault rifles, but it is what it is. Obviously, the airsoft version is a little bit different. So the airsoft specs and facts are that this gun has a version 8 gearbox. Now, we all know Tokyo Marui gearboxes have fairy dust inside them. The quality of the internals of any any Tokyo Marui brand spanking new product is just absolutely awesome. The quality is brilliant. The motor, which I do believe, I could be wrong, but I think is in the pistol grip, is an EG1000 BT. No idea if that's good, but again, it's a Tokyo Marui motor. So again, you've got a great motor with a great gearbox. Obviously, the spring in this thing is quite low as far as AEGs. The FPS out of this gun will be, if you're lucky, 300. I haven't had a chance to chrono this gun yet, but I know all Tokyo Marui AEGs fire in at around a maximum I've ever seen was 315, and that was out of my TM Scar. The magazine, which is this thing here, is a 69 round mid-capacity magazine, and it has a little trick on it. It will feed every single round. You know that usual thing where you put your magazine in, start shooting, I've got to change the mag, drop the mag, and 3 BBs fall out. Won't happen with this because it has an extended BB follower. When the BBs have all left the magazine, this will go into the gun and actually stops the gun from firing. But it also means that it will feed every single BB. So you just pull the magazine out and away you go. What I will say is a bit of warning. This is just a piece of plastic, and I know it wobbles around a bit, but you could snap this off. So just basically take hold of it and just pop it back in again, and that's it. That's fine. That's ready to reload your BBs. Right, the length of the total weapon, or total length even, of the weapon is 916 millimeters long. That's from the base of the stock all the way to the tip of the flash hider. The inner barrel length is 433 millimeters long. Now, I know for a fact that the inner barrel just finishes as the flash hider starts, because I did my tried and trusted test of an AEG. I showed the threading. I just unscrewed the flash hider here and tried to find out what quality the threading was in, because if the threading is really good quality, you're onto something. Tokyo Marui, again, build quality. The threading on this thing is absolutely awesome. Now, this gun weighs in at 3,160 grams with the magazine included and installed. So it is quite a heavy gun. And I can just demonstrate this. The centre of balance is, roughly speaking, right where the magwell is. So this gun is quite a comfortable gun to shoulder. Obviously, the stock is it's plastic, obviously, but I do believe it's hollow. I think you can actually store batteries in these things. The batteries are front wired. They're actually in the grip here. I'm not going to take this apart to show you what the battery installation process is. I personally don't know. It's not my gun. I'm not going to start tinkering with it. I do know that it has a 7.4 LiPo battery installed inside it. I know a lot of shops recommend you put an 8.4 NIM battery inside it, an AK style NIM battery at that. There isn't that much difference in the power outage between a 7.4 LiPo and an 8.4 NIM battery. It's just I think the LiPos will be physically a bit smaller. Now, this gun has a mechanical 3-round burst feature. What basically means is it's got semi-automatic, fully automatic, 3-round burst. It has a one-piece aluminium outer barrel, which is this thing here, obviously. And it has a bipod, which is obviously installed in the lower part of the gun. It has adjustable sights. I think the front sight is adjustable. I'm not 100%. But I know for a fact that the rear sight is adjustable for the windage and elevation. Obviously, in Airsoft, it's not really that important. But it's nice to know that you can actually adjust this for your windage and elevation. And it has a 14mm anti-clockwise threading, which I was speaking about earlier. Just the flash hider here will come off, revealing your threads. So you can attach any suppressors, your preferred flash hider, all that sort of stuff. Basically, that is the gun in a nutshell. And it's a beauty. It's an absolute beauty. What you've got here is a plastic stock, a plastic grip, trigger guard, trigger's metal. You've got a metal upper and lower receiver. Your hop dial is actually with the latch here. So basically, you just pull it back, exposing. I'll show you. I don't know whether you're going to see this, but the hop dial is just there. Magwell is obviously metal. Bipod, that's metal. Most importantly, the actual mechanical device which it connects to is also metal. So even though the legs are nice and strong, so is this when you're going to hold it, when you're going to actually put this out, so it's not going to break. Obviously, like I say, the outer barrel is metal. Rear and front flash hiders, rear and front sights even, they are metal. You've got a plastic grip just here, plastic foregrip, forend, we like to call it. So yeah, basically, very, very good quality materials. The only thing that makes this gun a little bit different than what you would say or what you would get if you bought it is the addition of the rail here, which I think, if what Ian said was correct, this one will fit an MP5K. Don't quote me on that, but I know it's a Tokyo Marui product and it is designed to obviously take this. So obviously this gun does not come with the ability to put your own red dot sights on. Obviously this one now is. You're wondering how the bipod functions? Oh, just pull the legs straight out. They do actually sit. There's a little latch, little hook there that actually sits very neatly in these little holes here. And you get your bipod. Now, as you can see, I can just do this. It rotates around. It doesn't go too far. That's as far as the angles will go on it. But it is an extremely good quality bipod. You can very easily just rest this gun and just let the bipod do its work. Obviously, folding it away, I should say. Just take hold of the bipod and fold it down and just attach it so that it goes into the holes just here. Once that in, bipod's in, it will not move out, come loose. Now, like I say, the functions of this gun has a 3-round burst, and you'll be wondering how to do that. You have this dial here. I found this to be a little bit different than what I'm used to. The M4s, or ARs I should say, technically have their controls on the left-hand side. The Type 89 is a wee bit different because it's on the other side. And basically you have the 4 positions that you can sit this in. Safe, semi, 3-round burst, full automatic. You'll notice, just put that show you there, it does have Japanese markings. However, I'm not 100% whether their number 3 is actually a number 3 or whether that's just been put there for us people who can't speak Japanese and we know which one the 3-round burst is, because let's face it, the 3-round burst is the coolest feature of this weapon. Mag release is also to be found on the right-hand side of the rifle. It's a very, very small button there. It feels like it's a lot smaller than the usual ARs that I'll be comparing this to. Just pressing that, mag release, obviously self-explanatory. You do have on the left-hand side the ability to find out what your gun is mode-wise actually in, because it will actually spin around and show you. You can't actually access it from the left-hand side, like I said, but it's nice to know that from the left-hand side, oh, the gun's in whatever mode. Installing the magazine, it's dead simple. This is a 5.56 magazine. Everyone who has an M4 will know how to install one of these things. It's dead simple. Like so, done, dusted. What I do like about this, about being TM, is the fact there is no wobble. Absolutely no wobble. A little bit of side wobble. Tiniest little bit of side wobble, but absolutely no wobble on the back to front, or forwards and backwards. What this means is when this thing connects with your gun, you are guaranteed 100% feed capability. This is just, we all know those guns that you put the magazine in and you have to hold it, to try and get the gun to feed properly. You don't have to worry about this with the Type 89, it just feeds. And when you remove it, as you can see, because there's no BBs in, the BB follower has just come up. Now, I will say, one of the negatives of this gun, and I'm going to compare this gun to my Scar H, for instance. My Scar H is technically a newer gun than this, when TM actually made this. My Scar H has the ability, when you change the dial on the hop, it clicks. So you always know, oh, that's just 1 click, that's 2 clicks, and just dial it just perfect. This does not have it. Obviously, like I said earlier, pull back the latch to expose the hop wheel, and the hot wheel's in there, and it just spins. Now, it is stiff, so it will not budge. I'm pretty sure it will not budge under the firing conditions of this weapon. However, there is no clicks. So, a bit of a downside, but that is the only downside, really. My personal view on this gun is, it's absolutely awesome. I've actually shot this gun, and I was impressed. It's a new gun, brand spanking new gun. The hop had to be set in, dialed in, and I was just starting to get the results. Now, obviously, with a Tokyo Marui product, you're only going to be getting 280 to 300 FPS out of this gun. You're not going to be wanting to put heavy weight ammunition through it. I know I put 2.8s through my Scar H, but it's firing at about 315, 312, 315 FPS. This one will be firing at, I've been told, at just shy of 300 FPS. I tried the .2s in this gun, and it was just starting to bed it in, and they were just going out like lasers. And that 3-round burst with a 7.4 LiPo battery is just absolutely... it's something different. And again, that's what this whole gun is. It's something different. And like I said, 3-round burst, brilliant, absolutely awesome. Now, I do know that there is a second version of this gun. This is a solid stock version, as you can see. There is a folding, collapsible stock version, which I do believe... I haven't a clue which way it'll fold. I'm guessing it was going to fold towards the left-hand side of the gun. Obviously, that's just personal preference, because there is no batteries in the back of the stock here. There's no connectors here. The batteries, like I say at the start of this video, are at the front of the gun. It's a front-wired setup. Now, what I will say about the markings, for all those people that like the markings out there on their airsoft gun, this gun has a lot of them. You've actually got... I don't know how well the camera's going to pick this up, but you've got... the 5.56mm, an 89, and obviously Type, I would guess, symbol set here. Don't know whether you're going to see that, but trust me, they're there. And it's engraved into the metal, so it's not going to fade. It's not going to, you know, it is a very, very good quality. We have a serial, or 2 serial numbers here. Not sure if they're unique. It'd be nice if there was. TM, it possibly is. On the other side of the gun, we have the typical, every Tokyo Marui weapon has this marking, and it's the one that says it's Tokyo Marui. Couple that up with the fact of the fire mode selector markings are in Japanese as well. It just makes this gun something different. And I think that's the words we can use to describe this, is something different. I personally, I do like this gun. Whether I'd own one of these, I don't know, because my Scar H is absolutely awesome. Is this comparable to a Scar H? It's a nice small platform, nice and thin, nice and easy to shoulder. I'm not going to shoulder it properly because I'm going to smack the microphone. Like I say, you can put your rail system on top here, and you can put your own own sights onto it. So yeah, I know I could probably actually get away with this. This is actually a very, very nice gun. So, this is the Type 89 review. If you guys are really, really interested in the Type 89, I know for a fact that 01 are selling them. I know for a fact that Fire Support, in the UK this is, are selling these. They're retailing from £300 and upwards. They are expensive, but it's a Tokyo Marui expensive. So we know that the quality is there. The external quality is brilliant. The internal quality is brilliant. The actual functions all work. The instruction manual, the whole package for Tokyo Marui is brilliant. Like I say, I've had quite a few Tokyo Marui products now in the past, and I've always been impressed with the total package. There's been very few areas where I've gone, they could have done better with, you know, the external qualities. External qualities of this gun are absolutely awesome. Internals, brilliant. Magazine system, yeah, the mags are going to be expensive. However, you can run this off standard M4 mags. I don't think you need to have... you know, there's special mags here. I don't know what these retail for. I can't imagine them being overly expensive, but it is nice that, what was it, 62 rounds these cold, and they will they will feed every single BB, which is a massive, massive improvement over some magazines. So, I'm CraftySniper. This has been the Type 89 review. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you found it very informative. If you have any questions or comments about the Type 89, please feel free to PM me them on the Facebook page, on the CraftySniper Facebook page, and also drop them under this video on YouTube section. And I am more than happy to answer questions about this Type 89. Absolutely awesome. I love it. Once again, big thank you to Ian Lawrence of Links to Airsoft Club for loaning me this beloved Type 89. Without you guys, I couldn't be doing these videos. So, yeah, thank you very much for that. So, yeah, I'm CraftySniper, and I will see you on the Airsoft battlefield very, very soon.